new to the weapon entirely, and that's what we were seeing in that last game. I'm very excited for that. I think Impala has probably worked in the lab a little bit since these bow nerfs, and will maybe bring something new to the table, or at the very least bring out some options you may not expect from this bow. And I mean, not to say too much about the bow, the spear definitely very competent in the hands of Impala, and Luna on these guitars have been so good, and the blaster is so good at keeping out his opponents and already getting it started. 5 hits in a row for Luna. So opts for the guitars. Definitely a better matchup into this bow if he picks it up, but the spear, maybe not so much. But Impala already getting shoved around a little bit, not where he wants to be. Hoping for some stage control to get a couple hits, but Luna built up such a nice lead already that Impala kind of already has to play from a deficit.
Yeah, absolutely. But he is able to go and make things a little bit more even for himself, making both these players in the orange of those first stocks. However, now Luna comes in with the guitar sider on Impala, gets the dare, and knocks out Impala's first stock, while also risking himself losing that first stock as well, but comes back up. So 45 seconds in, Luna's doing very well of controlling that neutral. As soon as Impala picks up that bow, though, Luna comes with these 3-piece combos here and there, and Impala's running into it, but comes up with that bow and just tries to knock out Luna.
Yeah, and Luna's already starting to build damage with these blasters. He's getting some good reads. Impala not getting the reads, which is probably going to be the difference maker in this set if he's able to get a couple of these reads out of sidelight, but no. GC D-Light recovery not going to do it. Pretty rare on this map that a D-Light recovery doesn't KO, but Luna a bit unfortunate there. But the D-Light recovery from Impala isn't going to do it either, and the Nair still Lucy has such a high defense, and so it's such a rough position to be in if you're Impala finally able to find the KO. A nice lead for Luna still, but Impala able to clean it up, wants to build up damage with this bow, has it up on the next weapon as well. Luna with a spot dodge does not get punished by Impala. That's probably gonna be really rough for him as Luna gets nice stage control. Opts for a pretty risky option and gets punished for it, but still a down signature, and Impala on his final stock in game 1.
Yeah, and this is definitely where Luna wants to be. That neutral control is how well Luna does. I mean, those guitars just catch everyone off guard, and I would believe that guitars are one of the fastest weapons right now in close range. Also one of the, it's one of the better ones right now just because of where it's at. But as I say that, Luna is kind of getting into the orange of that second stock, but Impala's starting to get there too, but not without Impala saying, you know what, Bo comes in and gets the signature knockout.
Yeah, that's a very important thing for him to find in this set. He's able to read a spot dodge from Luna. I mean, it covers a lot. There's a lot of things Luna could have done, and the down signature would have connected. So Impala kind of thinking his lucky stars, he was able to get the right option there and not have to play from such a deficit, although still quite damaged, but starting to get some juggles. But then Luna answering with his own. That ground pounder would have been so huge. Not able to connect on it. Luna with a dare of his own, not going to do it. Impala, not a lot of options. Recovery sits up really high. Luna thinking he would hold all the way down. Impala, no dice, but Luna with the GCD light recovery is going to do it, and he's able to take game 1.
Player 2 wins.
Yeah, for sure. And Luna doing that very, very effectively, making sure that Impala does not have any options to control neutral, and does that very effectively, knocking out Impala's first stock off the ledge in a very risky way. Comes in with his guitars, getting that down signature knockout, and then going down to that final stock where the grab gets a downlight recovery. And I've seen that downlight recovery land so much over the past in 2v2s and 1v1s. It's been mind-boggling made recently.
Yeah, and I mean, it's, you know, a little shades of Van Thurl with the GCD recovery. He doesn't drop those, and now no one drops those. Luna so clean with it, able to find the KO. Was doing it earlier too. A very strange clash there. 2 nairs connect, and Impala gets sent up despite being the one that hit below. But Luna not in the best of positions right now. I mean, still getting these random stray hits with guitar nair that are fairly good for him, and Luna with the blast just goes quite off stage. Impala with definitely a good punish, and Luna's still trying to play out of the corner. Impala's struggling just a little bit. Finally, D-Light recovery, not going to do it for Luna. Side Siggy's hunting, doesn't connect. Impala trying to find this KO as fast as possible. Luna, ooh, the D-Light barely doesn't connect. Just the other way, definitely might have hit there. So Impala now a bit of breath of life into this first stock. No punish on that GC. Both players off stage. This could be the first stock, and it is. The weapon throw connects for Impala, and he takes a lead from where he was looking so rough earlier.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more comfortable, and I like how both these players are on small Brawlhaven. They're not going to Apocalypse. They're not going to Demon Island. They're going on a map that's very similar when it comes down to the ceilings, the sides, and the floor of this map. So very easy to knock out all sides compared to most. Right now, we're seeing Luna trying to approach with those guitars, and Impala's starting to counter him a little bit, but a little bit more of a movement situation there not too long ago. But at this current moment, I mean, Luna comes to the downlight side air. That downlight has been catching everyone off guard, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, Luna seems so good at hitting that move. And I mean, Impala is still in such a great position. He connected a lot of hits there and already playing from stage control. With this spear hunting Luna around. Luna trying to play out of the corner, still no weapon, very much disarmed, finally able to find the blasters. The D-Light is not connecting the situation. Luna loves that move, loves trying to hunt with it. The D-Light for Impala is able to connect. D-Light recovery on Brawlhaven. Not going to do it in this situation for Impala, but another one might just clean it up. Impala, an N-Light still doesn't connect. Jump ground pound, quite an odd option, but hey, if it works, dash off dare will do it. Luna jumping up towards the stage. Impala with full stock lead.
Yeah, for sure. Very nice job coming out of Impala there. Oh, Luna getting risky, but Impala doesn't punish on it right now, man. And the issue is, when Impala didn't do that, that allowed for Luna to go and knock Impala into the orange of that second stock and take neutral control a little bit over an Impala. Impala's a little bit more in a stretched mindset here, and then Luna takes advantage of it and gets that guitar recovery knockout, making things one stock all as we get to the 3-minute mark.
Luna opting to stick with the blasters. They've been working so well for him in this set so far. Impala, of course, on the bow. This is definitely where both players want to be right now. Although Luna very apt with both weapons, could play either of them in this situation, and Impala just trying to hunt for these side lights, these stairs. He wants these directional moves with bow that would put Luna in a situation where he has to dodge, so that Impala might be able to react to it. Bow is such a great weapon at putting him in those situations. As Luna dashes in, gets a D-Light, finds a side light, but nothing off of it. Impala hunting, making it look like he's going to go for a nair or recovery with his bow, but he doesn't. Luna, man, the spacing for Impala against these dares is looking so good so far. Luna hasn't connected on nearly any dares so far in the set. It's mostly the grounded options that Luna has been able to do, and Impala is just knocking him around in the air, not letting him land, not letting him stay on the ground at all. In the neutral signature, he reads the jump, Impala makes it 1-1.
Yeah, very nice job coming out of Impala, just making things even as much as they possibly can. They do not want to have a 2 under Luna. So very nice job coming out of Impala. Big game number 2, and overall that Kaya that was done very well over Luna. Those weapon throws were very involved as well, knocking out Luna's first stock, coming in with the helicopter ground pound into a bow backward there, knocking out Luna's second, and then going down to that final stock when everyone was even on one final stock remaining, and that Kaya neutral signature comes out, and that signature's been coming out a lot tonight from Impala and from other players as well.
Yeah, and of course, sorry, my connection failed, but Impala, I mean, he made such a good comeback from that first game that looked a little rough, and he was able to come back to it, so definitely a good situation for Impala so far.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, I mean, Luna coming with the neutral light, just trying to control the platform as much as you can. And right now, I mean, Impala has that bow. He's trying to get back to platform and center control to get that build up with bow combos, but Luna just makes things even between them and Impala. Impala comes in with that bow neutral light, another neutral light there. On platform, silent into downlight recovery. Luna does not get knocked out by that, however. And at the current moment, Cider comes in, and Luna comes in, neutral light.
Situations are so funny off stage. Both players will, one player will be edge guarding the other, and all of a sudden the situation's completely swapped, and the other player is edge guarding. Luna able to find the D-Light recovery, takes the first stock in this game 3. Definitely what you want to see if you're Luna. Very comfortable situation so far. If he could just extend this lead a little bit, it would be so good for him. And Impala wants to clean up this immediately, hold the center stage, able to find the nair, is going to do it on Brawlhaven. I love these sets where probably all 5 games will be on Brawlhaven. So aggressive between these 2 players.
Absolutely. And right now, currently a minute 30 in, Impala comes in with that bow neutral air. He's trying to do some type of center control. Gets that 2-piece. Very nice job. Picks up that spear. Neutral light coming in from Luna into a silent light by Impala. Tries to follow up with the down light. Luna with the counter.
Yeah, Impala trying to hold center stage, trying to extend this lead that he has built up with the spear and the bow and weapon throw into end light. Impala playing such good neutral so far, able to connect on a lot of these. And down signature punishes. Really tough situation for Luna to be in right now, trying to come back against the spear that's so good at cleaning up, and Impala's been so good at finding these KOs so far, although Luna's starting to push him around a little bit, finally gets a hit in on Impala, just hoping for this edge guard, but Luna so aggressive from off stage, able to make it back somehow. So close between these two players. It was looking so good for Impala just a couple seconds ago, and now it's just Sair one way, Sair the other way. Both players, a recovery barely does it. Impala recovers from the bottom of the screen and somehow makes it back and finds another one. A terrifying situation for both players in the span of 10 seconds, and Impala comes out on top.
Yeah, for sure. And this is a very, very big deal there for Luna. They need to go and knock out Impala's second stock, and they want to make things a little bit more even for themselves. They did not want Impala having a lead over Luna. Luna commit back with that backward sider knockout with those blasters, making things one stock all. And at this current point in time, good dare coming in. We're seeing blasters come in as well, back and forth, but Luna's just been building his damage with guitars on the platform. Is trying to do that off the platform right now. Luna's able to come back, gets a sider, and Impala tries to go on the other side of the map. Oh, that weapon hits Impala, but Luna was unable to follow up with that. And right now, it is getting very close to having someone have a lead.
Impala's just sniffing out these jumps and almost got him, but Luna just does an immediate spot dodge, does not get hit. That would have been such a rough position for him to be in if that D-Light had connected. And now disarmed. Luna still with an advantage, so this might be a really rough position if Impala's able to extend this weapon star. If he could turn this into an even game, Luna fairly orange this moment. And like reads the hold down with a Sair. Impala's so good at reading people who hold down with bow. He's very effective at it. It's a very good tactic against bow, and Impala, the counterplay is always there. Finally, Impala back on the bow, doesn't want the spear, holds the nair. Luna, it's not going to KO for a little while, but Impala is going to find the side sig, and it is going to do it barely in the corner. Impala takes a lead. What a close game.
Yeah, very nice job coming out of Impala, really showing what he's made of. And you can even see it right here, going in even to the first stock. Coming in with the bow neutral layer, knowing the range of the damage that Luna was on. Got that knockout, comes back in with that spear, gets a spear recovery, lands it perfectly, and then comes in with that bow and gets the bow signature with Kaya, showing what bow on Kaya is made of. And we're going into game number 4, and with Impala up by 1 right now.
Yeah, and Impala, I mean, Luna's back is against the wall at the moment on his winner's side. It's looking a little rough for him, but that game was so close that I know that Luna could easily clean this game, fix a couple of mistakes, and take out this game 4, bring us to a game 5, especially with these blasters so far that have been putting in work all set, but Impala with this bow just seems to be able to read every time Luna burns an option. Impala is there. He knows these Sairs, these dash jumps in, and the recoveries are so good for Impala to read these options. Side signature, punish so close to not hitting. He's able to find it, does not KO, but that neutral signature, he got hit by the weapon. And Luna down pretty far so far in this 4th game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Impala right now, you're feeling very, very comfortable. You do not, I mean, realistically, Luna is just trying to pop off and go with this guitars, but Impala is trying to really counter that very, very well. Luna's gonna go in for down signature. You're gonna go in for it. Look, what I tell you, he went right for it, is trying to knock him out with some sort of signature just because he doesn't know what to do. He's trying to do these different light attacks that are not knocking out, and Impala's in a bright red, but these siders are just not landing by Luna.
Nobody juggles like Impala. I mean, Luna cannot touch the ground. Finally able to find a Sair, but Impala's been doing so much work. Everything he has that can hit up, he's using it. These recoveries, these neutral signatures, these end lights, working so effectively for him to be able to keep Luna from touching the ground. That's exactly where Impala wants him to be, in the air, and he wants to be below him so that he's able to connect, because Bo is so good at finding that spear. Another weapon very good for it. Down signature will push him off, hunts for his Sair, pretty bold, and able to just find a trap with that weapon throw, and so he throws a down signature below it, and Luna has pretty much no choice but to get hit by it. And such a great setup from Impala. Luna in so much trouble, barely falls down. That would have been so much damage. He was able to connect with that side light. And still, I mean, Impala is connecting on so many of these hits that Luna, the set just feels out of it. like control for him. He has to get it back in order, but it's still so rough. These end lights are not connecting. Impala reading, holding down after holding down. Luna just getting red, and this might just be it. Although Luna starting to build up some nice damage. GCD like ground pound is going to do it for Luna. What an option there. And I mean, it needs a lot. He has to climb a mountain here, but Guitar is absolutely the weapon to do it. Just a couple of hits, start to connect, and it starts to build a lead. The down signature not going to do it. It's so good for Luna. This high defense, able to survive, but he has to make it back. Impala trying to hold center stage as much as possible, while Luna, he just wants to eat this out, just want to get a couple more hits onto the blasters, which has been putting in so much work so far. There, Impala holds down and Luna does not read it. Luna trying to read hold down, and now Impala going the other way. Impala just picking the correct option every time. One stray hit from Impala will do it, but he's picking the wrong ones, and Luna is starting to build up damage, but he recovers and he gets nailed, and Impala wins it 3-1.
And that goes to show being too risky has its side effects. Luna tried to go in for that blaster recovery, went too far in for it, and missed the option, and Impala had the perfect counter with that bow recovery. And Impala overall, man, I mean, that bow just caught Luna off guard a lot. And even like, look at that, there's that recovery, there's that bow recovery counter. Impala knew he was going to do that and got him with a fantastic knockout to go ahead and win that.